So the last video, we pretty much came to this point. We did all the quests, cleaned the bounties for Galawains Tusk, and now we're about to face Ludwin. She's right here up ahead, and we're gonna determine if we're gonna pretty much, I think, kill the god that's been speaking to me or live. So we're probably gonna do both forms of that, just for the gameplay. So.
Trespasser, she defiles our ground. Murderer, she is near.
You will go no further. The garden is under our protection.
And who is going to stop me? The time has come to take the garden.
Wardens will never.
Yesterday, this island suffered in the grip of its own madness. Today, the living lands unites under one flag. One people. One law. One true God.
No! Never again!
Fear in the eyes! Invaders in the garden!
Come. Let's talk.
This. This looks like it could fit in that artifact we found, actually. Let's try it out. Well, damn. The way is blocked.
So here you are. Sapadal coaxed you toward the garden, a spider luring a fly to the safety of the web.
Who spins? Who rides? She weaves a trap of steel.
Look at my paladin's envoy. Look what your god has. I should have realized it sooner. The Dream Scourge is Sapadal's weapon. A cudgel to drive us out of the living lands. When are the gods ever forthcoming to the likes of us? What a pair we make, envoy. Proxies in a war between gods. Your patron versus my faith. A war that ends here and now. The choice is ours. Do we trust our own judgment? Or do we gamble it all on the monster whispering in your ear? Keep your promise to the Emperor. Cut the Dream Scourge off at the root. Permanently.
No!
No matter where we turn, we find the consequences of Sapadal. Plague, blight, madness. The living lands hangs by a thread because mortals cannot live in the shadow of a god, much less one that's lost its mind.
We were fine living at the whim of a sleeping god until you came along and woke it up.
Well, this god was quite pleasant up until your steel garrote came in and started setting things on fire.
You and I alone can save the living lands by destroying the unending madness that is Sapadal.
You're asking me what to do about the god living in your head? I don't know, but killing a god sounds like a really bad idea.
I don't know your god all that well, but I know that Ludwig attacked Fjord without provocation. I'm in no hurry to trust her opinion.
Our time is short. Choose.
Break the bars!
Seems about right, I think.
Oh, that's a big decision. Can't we just talk to them first?
I knew it might come to this. Sapadal has a stronger claim on you than we ever did. Still, I had hoped your wisdom would prevail, if not your loyalty. What a shame to destroy so much potential. You are the key to Sapadal's prison. That isn't your fault. It merely is. And it has to end. Prepare yourself for the beyond.
Launching closer on the way! You will fall! Enjoy! Hey, dears! Are they coming from?
On your rear!
All right, dear.
Behind you! Raw! Skeleton lady is down! Right! Be on seat!
Watch this! Check her right. I love
Gotcha. I have the shot. We did it! That steel-growth Korba died just like anyone else.
Oh, but she is a death guard. Maybe she won't stay dead. That pulse. The pulse that changed everyone. That was from Sapadal. Have they been the source of the Dream Scourge the whole time?
I really need to lie down. Just for a minute.
Vipers in the knot. The venom drowns us. Save us, please.
Those beetle shells could make a lovely little comb, don't you think? Or perhaps a pretty dye.
Yo, what's going on, brother?
They stand outside
Where
our
are you going?
prison. We rattle
My
the
bad,
bars
bro.
they
I'm
do
pretty
not
stoned.
hear.
Just into the story right now.
We scream. They do not answer. Truth. Truth. We are in agony. They come, a surging flood of parasites. They destroy us bite by bite. We do not wish this, not again. They eat us alive. Out! Let us out! Set us free! They eat through us, carve us open, no difference. New steel treads upon the ashes of the old. The light stands in the midst, the old light. It blinds us. Send it away. We grow new life, better life. We fill them until they explode.
Hell yeah, bro! I'm hella locked in. I've been trying to finish this campaign for like over a month, man, to play other games, and it's longer than I thought. And plus in the story, so I've been spending like 2-3 hours every day streaming this, just trying to get it done. And there's always 2 different options, so I'm trying to do both at the same time.
Death
Oh,
is
it's your Easter.
decay. Decay is life. Growth is life. Growth is pain. It hurts. It has always hurt this way. And our pain spreads, and the rot spreads. The plague grows. Not lying, no. We did not remember. We feared your judgment. We did not want to remember. We were nothing once, and then we were. As we woke to the world, we reached out and we found them, the other gods. We thought they would love us, but they flinched from us like we were a flame. The charred queen called us an abomination. We tore chasms in the land and boiled its rivers to stop her magfolk, to save our people. How could we have known how fragile their bodies were? She hurt us, killed those who loved us. She wanted us gone, forgotten, destroyed utterly. She called us aberration. She named us monster before we even knew what we were. Yet she made it our sin. She who caged us. She who called us monster. We thrash and the affliction rises. We scream and the rot spreads. We did not intend to lie. Can the river not wash and drown? Can poison not cure the disease? They hurt us. We hurt them back. We hurt them again, again, again. We dreamed of green shoots, roses without thorns to prick. The vines of the past strangle us. Help us. We are alone. We cause it, but it is not our way. We will make this better. We promise. Help us. Release us. Then the rot ends. We give you another sliver of our power, a piece of us. Do you accept? The parasites who trapped us left a door in the garden's wall. Reach it, and you can set us free. Let us aid you once more. We grant you our power. Find the wall of the valley across the acid sea. It cups our prison in its palm. It waits. We wait. Free us. End our suffering.
Trespassers, who goes there?
We see you! Invaders in the out!
That was fun.
Quarry in the feed them to the earth. Out!
We've got company! Upward, right, left!
Get him!
Seek!
What an amusing job. We climbed a mountain, and your little dog got mad and made a bunch of mindless killers.
Arms up!
Need help?
He disturbs us!
Beyond seek.
It will sunder all the living lands if we do not put a stop to it.
I know. I felt the lives lost.
It is inexcusable. The forces of nature must be kept in balance. This abuse cannot go unpunished.
Our siblings are at odds.
They hesitate at their peril. They have grown soft, blind to the predators lurking in their midst.
It is a being of instinct, not malice.
Its instincts cannot be tamed.
We do not disagree, brother. But if we act without thinking, we are no better than... No.
No? What do you mean?
We are too late. I sense a great shift in the Audra. One of our siblings has moved with terrible strength. What have they done?
Then may the hunt begin.
Odds. I could roast a Balrog on the energy coming off this thing.
Have you ever thought of doing anything with the coal around your eyes?
Right. Did you somehow not see the thick stripe across my eyes?
No, I mean designs other than the stripe.
Designs?
Don't get me wrong. The stripe really brings out your eyes, but
Envoy? I've seen Mount Forja erupt before, but never like that. It's like it was angry. Like it was screaming in pain. I don't know what really happened, but I assume Sapadal was involved. Blessed gods. Is it too much to ask to just let us live our lives for a while? It's like they have nothing better to do. Anyway. Not before I've done some reading.
did you leave?
Envoy, what do you need? What do you want to talk? Nothing I can think of, no. Is let's free. Right, Jade. We already Giada's most of them she's small, so right, Jade. Thanks for talking.
Someone's eager to meet
Invaders in the guard! To your left!
Look out! This will hurt!
Back in a bit. Another one!
Next one!
Watch your back!
Be on seek!
I'm gonna see if you can give me a sprite out of the freezer. Yeah.
Watch your right!
You're not looking good.
Seek!
God, help!
East ahead!
Thanks. Don't die.
The branch breaks. Wait!
Mistake!
Look to your left.
Get off me! Behind you! He disturbs us! Fear in the eyes!
Here they come.
Let's go.
Beat them to the earth!
Seek. Within raw.
Lay down!
if you insist.
Worse than raw. Beyond seek. Worse than raw.
To your left.
Beyond seek. Worse than raw.
On your left, dear.
We have been here before. Do you feel the old roots twisting in the loam? The trees shake with the passing of beasts. Their prey skitters beneath the leaves. But we took it all away. Now our memory is a wound reopened. You are Maru, a Jabaru Sinakis. You stand on the shoulders of all who spoke for us before. You are young in your role, newly minted from your trials in Thirdborn. You tempered your body and spirit in our image. Tell us, Maru, how did you perform? All of your... We had chosen many new guardians, but we cherished. Now you stood for the garden. The leader sent you to the temple of Galawains' Tusks. An oasis bloomed from the Adra. Tell us, Maru, how did you find meaning? A sapling thriving in its nature. They had no use for visions on your old homestead. Here, you were of value. In the third year of your work, the tide turned. The season changed. The city had grown root-bound, too large to sustain itself. The creeks ran dry. The people stirred with unrest. They turned to you. How did you advise them? The sea yielded only. The builders found a clear spring carved into the mountainside. They dreamed of its veins would split the trees. A winding wound. You could speak with us. Defiance, masked in the path of the aqueduct. A font of vitality. Its leaves spread wide, a challenge. You leaped forward. The axe cleaved into your arm. It would survive, but your blood drenched the dirt. Why did you intervene? Insight that came too late. Yet you were weakened. He cut the haze parts. We cry out. The earth erupts, a chorus of screams. Ash blots out the sun. The call of winter, the wages of their foreman's pride. Yet there you stood, a sprout in the dust, a witness to our tragedy. You offered yourself to protect us. We could not punish you. Because we chose you. And to the whole, we should like that to be our way. Years passed. The Aikido returned. As they rebuilt their walls, they left us offerings, wary of their ancestors' mistake. We welcomed their bounty. We twined together.
I don't know. Where's it going? Huh? That's smarter, bro. That's uncle's. Here. Here. Come here, Mio. Come on. Silly butt. You want some water or what? Here. Here.
Come on, boy. What do you need?
Here, Mio. You ain't even drink none, dude. Here. Come on, bro. Let's see what you're looking at.
Until next time.
Radu, be reasonable. We can't live out here like this.
Listen, we're besieged by Mali and her outsiders. Lorraine still begs me to search for the missing Adiran merchant convoy, but we're stretched too thin even for that. I only ask you to hold on a bit longer until our replacement comes.
I will try. But this can't last.
Thank you. Gods, I'm glad to be out of that cave, and Lorraine over there has really made me feel welcome. You were right. She's keen on me. It's... Thanks. Anyway, I should let you get back to it. I'll be here should you ever need me. Oh, and one thing before I forget. The wardens let me open shop. I don't have as much for sale as I'd like.
These towers are supposed to be checkpoints for wardens on patrol and travelers out in the wilds.
Another Adiran. Damned if I ever saw the like. So you're the envoy they reported at the gate. Beats turning away the refugees from Shatterscarp, at least. Is it true that many drop dead suddenly? A beautiful display. I can't say I understand, but... never mind. I'll look past that. The sentries were right about you. You have the same features as Arnandru. Taller, of course, but nevertheless.
Wait, is that you, Marius? Gods, here we go.
What happened to your accent? Did you lose it?
I did. So Nimdudes like you would ask dumb questions.
Well, good to see you alive regardless. You know what? I'm going to treat this as a good omen. Nandru himself knows we need one out here. Anyway, the Tusks never offered us much, and that was before the beetles rose in their numbers. Never mind the Zorips, or the Dame Scourge. Oh, fucking I don't know what there is to do. The beetles and Zorips come back faster than we can cut them down, and Amalia... gods, where do I even start? She and I used to command this town until her last watch, that is. When she and her wardens abandoned their post and marched on the gate and tried to leave. Because life in the tower is torture. They had made a request to the keep for aid. After it was denied, her warden spoke of mutiny. And after fighting broke out at the gate. My wardens and I rushed from our leave when we heard the alarms. Drove Amalia back. Now she set up camps in the wastes. Main one is just up north in the Twined Wood. Another just west of there, in a tower. Another east, in a cave. She's broken her oath and I'm trying to find a way to uphold mine. To watch over the garden. It is this that keeps us bound to the Tusks. Our oaths are mortal matters.
Traditionally, if a warden's oath is unfulfilled, their spirit lingers until another warden sees it completed. Or so they say.
So it is. And if one of our own breaks an oath, well, I'd be breaking another oath if I speak much more to Marius. But you get the idea. All I want is peace with her. But our talks, such as they were, have totally broken down. Whenever I approach, she just tells me to stay away from the land beneath her banners. And after her raid, after our skirmishes... But... Would you be willing to... I have no demands except that she stops attacking us for treading near her camps. But she says she won't stop until they can all leave. And I can't grant her passage out of the Tusks. She has no duty out there. Nor can I grant her one. I don't know how to break the stalemate. But I'll quit talking your ear off. Thank you for indulging.
Hey. I'm not quite sure what you're holding there. But if anyone can help you, it's Forge Master Della. You can find them in the forge in Solace Keep. If they'll let you inside.
Don't worry about that. We have our ways.
Oh, not my problem either way. I might have something for you.
Get off me!
Here we go.
Of all the stupid things our people ever did, Forja may strike us all down, but they'll keep carving that blasted thing forever.
Who goes there? Wait. Marius. If the dead don't walk. I lost that bet then. So you did find a way out.
Amalia, always a pleasure. Yeah, I found a way out, but here I am, right back here again.
You don't know how much that twists the knife. Here you are, back after your escape, while we're literally dying to get out. And you've brought in a dear and a friend. Who are you? Not going to happen. Now, are you... Parlay. Radut. First he refuses to let us leave the Tusks, and now he sends you. Well, hear this. Wait a minute. Huh. Are you the one who took down the steel garrote? Well, if that isn't a good god's damn. Since that's the case, then maybe you are a friend after all. Maybe you can help us. Let's talk inside. All right, I'll begin by thanking you. You fought against your own for the Tusks. That's more than most would ever do. Very well. Now, let's get to business. I'll be blunt. I don't know how my wardens and I can reconcile with Redut or with the Keep. We spilled blood when we tried to leave Envoy, and we've spilled more hoping to hurt them enough to change their minds. Never mind our reasons for marching on the gate. That's not something that's forgiven. No. No, I suppose he wouldn't. Just... I don't see how this resolves well. They'll never let us leave. Even if they forgive us. The evils that drove my wardens to the gates won't go away. I don't see how we're not fucked. There's no food. The land itself is hostile, making life in the tower unbearable. Maybe it'd be easier if we had trade, but the council refuses that. And even if they allowed it, our existence in the keep is against our nature as Pargrunen. We're meant to... Nandru's oath forbids that, though. We're only born to die here as we watch over... No one escapes. Not anymore, anyway. There... What is there to discuss? Never mind that our nature screams for us to roam. We're supposed to stay put and waste away for the sake of a garden we'll never know. That is a point. You've walked the wastes. You know what we have to deal with. No. Not at the end of the... There is no food. We're fucking starving to death. The Tusks don't give us much to eat now except for beetle, and I'm not convinced anyone can survive. It's not any way to live. Alright, I'll take all of this to my wardens. Right? But do you really think Radut and the Keep will leave us alone? I know, but it's still hard for me to believe. If that's the case, then I'll talk with my wardens.
Not ideal, but better than prison.
We won't bother the tower or the keep, so long as they leave us alone. We'll find a way to survive. Before you go, take this. It'll open up the chest. I'll let you carry the news back to Radut.
Come and get me.
We've got company! Quarry in the brush! We'll get them next time, dear. Oh, big mistake!
sick! Everybody all right?
Upward, watch your left!
Here we go.
You're sick! Let's go! Watch this! Fire!
I need my space! Oh, that's hot! On your right!
Stay! Be sick! I'll never get used to watching you do that.
That island. Oh, can we look around? I'm sure there's something interesting to find.
We are close. Break the bars.
If it weren't so deadly and disturbing to look.
I don't think this broken bridge will help us. Didn't we read about another way into the garden, though? The other path is hidden well. I certainly don't see any way across the Acid Sea.
Nandru was the founder of Solace Keep. If anyone knows more about him or the garden, it would be the Council of Solace. I can't make any promises, though. Like I said, they don't welcome outsiders, much less Adirans. Your godlike features will get you through the door, but... Nandru had the same stuff on his face. Like the two of you were made by the same sculpt. You'd be surprised how far a resemblance to Nandru will take you in Solace.
To Solace Keep.
Follow the road northeast and look... Right.
You can't say that Solace isn't taking things seriously. At least, not now.
And then what? All over nothing. That's why Nandru built this new
He's not the one I'm worried about. Someone's going to have to tell the outposts.
What?
I don't get paid enough for this.
Sure, the keeper's gone. You know what that means, right? I knew it. The moment I saw that adherent, wherever we go now, I knew it was...
Everyone, please, do not panic. Simply exit the keep, quickly and calmly, and... We're all going to die. Calm yourself. You won't die as long as you listen to me. You already are outside the keep. Simply follow the warden's directions. You shall all be safe.
You need something? Never you need.
Oh, Marius! Praise Abaddon!
What's happening? Why's everyone running around like blessed fools?
The volcano erupted. Any minute now, we're going to be flooded. We're evacuating. Kostya's gone to open the lava sluice gates, but they've been disused for so long. When Forja erupted, I thought... Oh, my boy. I'm so glad you're alive. Unless you have come back to help us, Envoy, I don't have time for you. We're minutes away from being overrun by lava flows. I have to get my people out. You must leave now.
I told you everything I know. The only way to the garden fell centuries ago.
Tell that to the Steel Garrote. They found a way to the garden, and it's somewhere beneath the keep. They were about to storm your gates when the volcano erupted.
They're all dead, by the way. You're welcome.
The Steel Garrote were marching on the keep? How? Why would they think the garden was beneath Solace? He's gone below to open the sluice gates. Nandru designed the gates to direct the lava flows away from the keep, but Forja hasn't awakened in centuries.
Could Kostya have told the Steel Garrote about another entrance to the...
No. If such a thing we took an oath to Nandru. The guard... I can't believe I didn't see this coming. I was a fool. I knew he was making overtures. But the ambassador has not responded to Kostya's overtures, has he? I made sure of that when I threw the ambassador's replies in the... I understand how Kostya could be tempted by false news. They can. I can't believe Kostya handed it to Mayu. He cares so little. I will. Abaddon stay my tongue if I betray him, but I will. I will show you where Kostya is. If you find that he's doing anything other than opening the gates that would protect our home from the lava, I would ask that you stop him.
Mihala.
I do not wish to see him dead, but if he would risk the keep, then he risks our lives. I cannot suffer those who would harm us to live. Now I must return to the evacuation, and you must go on your way. Let's hope. If your arrival is indeed a message from Nandru, and Marius, make it back to...
I assume that's an order, Commandant?
Head through the door in the smithy. You'll find Kostya in the lava tubes beneath the keep. Go now.
It was Kostya who shoved me.
Do you think Abidon and Magrin...
Outsider. That was a damn big explosion, wasn't it? Heard it down here, but... I hope you don't mind if I shout a bit. Feel like it's impossible to hear anything over all this banging and quenching. Indeed, when they came down to tell us that we had outsiders about, I swore I misheard. I probably should have cleaned up the... Indeed. Stop. I am Forge Master Della. Recently appointed, I should add. Oh.
Master Tassa died? I figured that old lady would live forever.
So did I. I enjoy it just... So, naturally, I got pulled out of smithing and into management. Not sure enough, but that's beside the point. Did he now? And what exactly is... Abidon's shiny beard? That's star metal! These days I work more with a quill than a hammer, but I think I can make an exception for this. And if the council doesn't like it, they can make someone else Forge Master. Oh, I'd be a happy man to be working the forge again. Oh, how I miss it! The question you should be asking is, what can't I do with it? I could refine and sharpen the material into a sword, certainly. A simple enough ask once you know the secrets of star metal. Alternatively, there's something I've wanted to make since the last time I had my hands on this stuff. A star metal arquebus. Now that... May Abidon guide my hand, and this trial be worthy of Magrin's attention.
This ought to be good.
Here it is. A firearm unlike any other. I call it the Moonstrike Arquebus, for it will strike your enemies as fiercely as Abidon's hammer struck the falling moon. You will not... This material is unlike any other. Bring me more fragments, and I will forge for you a... Certainly. I look forward to seeing what else I can do with this metal.
At least your enemies will see a gorgeous weapon. Before you kill them, of course.
It is done. Thank you for... What can I do? Blessed day. Let's... I've been looking forward to doing this for a long time. Proper rifling for the...
Can't wait to see how this turns out.
Here you are. A firearm. Oh, that's what they like to hear. I know. What can...
Yeah. Is there?
What can I... We have most of...
It's a fine tradition.
Like outcasts. Like...
They went through this door. Be careful.
It's odd, but there's a beauty to this place. Maybe because it's a place in Galawains Tusks I've never been. Let's not spend any more time down here than we have to.
Is that lava really high for everyone, or just me?
Nice work.
Kostya is going to start without us if we don't get a move on, Kiri.
Kostya left them behind to die. Blessed Korba. It burns! Arms up! Coming from the right!
Voices silenced.
Andros titties, how far down does this place go? We're in a bit of a rush, Envoy.
They wound us, and we wound in return.
Take your time. One slip and you're dead.
East ahead.
Appreciate it. Kostya isn't going to wait around for us. Keep moving.
endless night. When will the sun rise?
They come.
Enjoy the pain! Upward, one more leg!
Earth and raw. Young seek. Earth and raw. Beyond seek. Nice job, everyone.
Godless ruins. Even down here. Is there any place they didn't touch? More dead. Tusk isn't very loyal himself, is he?
We need to keep moving if we're gonna catch Kostya. If Kostya knew about this, he'd be selling tickets.
I'd come across references to this before, but nothing could have prepared me. Last one in's a rotten egg.
The spark.
You. I know you.
No. Here. Now. It cannot be.
My brother. Soul of my soul. How did you find me here? A god beyond the grasp of gods. What is the will to a man subject to one like them? I told Sabadal not to look for me. I did not wish to be found. I have been here. No one came looking. Andrew, you are blessed, my fellow Parkruman said. But I did not come here to meet Sabadal. I am hiding from them. I remember it all. I feel Sabadal's mind beneath yours, swimming in the deep. You should run. That was the name they gave themselves. Stolen from the ancient souls whose deaths gave rise to them. To us. We were little more than appendages to them. That is why I must ask you to destroy them. You have seen them, as I have. Memories of their ancient, chosen children. Rips in the fabric between the here and the beyond that allow the dreams of the dead to leak through. Memories of the Akida. People like you, or I, who loved Sabadal and were betrayed by them. This land was once a jungle, rich, alive. I saw it through their eyes. The people tried to look after themselves, to rely less on Sabadal. But to be relied upon was all their god desired. They felled a tree, and for that slight, Sabadal turned their world to ash, ignited the breath in their lungs, and made their people into dust. Sabadal burned their world, and the people who revered them suffered for it. So that I would be confronted every day with what our God had done. So that I would not grow weak and give in. So that I would not go to them and do what they have asked of you. So that I would never set them free. No, their final death came later. A gift to the Akida from the true gods, who wish to bring their children back to them. Back She is the center of everything. They shield you from the truth of what they are. The Dream Scourge has existed as long as they have. Don't you see? It is their infection. You, my brother, who are more brave than I, go now to the garden and hang the gardener from their tree. You need only walk a little more. You are nearly at the end. You know, I always meant to die down here, to siphon my soul into a lonely pillar, disconnected from the stone that makes our world, disconnected from them. I only hope that Salvador releases you to the same long peace. I do not know my end. In that I find a peace beyond any even the true gods can dream of. Do not thank me. Destroy them. And when you see Odegaard,
You alright? We lost you there for a bit, but not like before.
Another day, another chat with Sumadra. Though this one seemed different. So, do we have a plan for Kostra once we find him?
Kostya's already proven himself an enemy of Solace. Whatever you choose to do with him after we stop him is fine with me.
The sluice gates are just ahead. Kostya's probably already there. Let's move. Lava's rising. We have to stop this now.
Good. You're here. Help me destroy this winch. We can't risk someone turning it and opening the gates. If the keep falls so that we might live, so be it. I figured you might have. Bloodthirsty. You people just can't help yourselves. Guilty as charged. I was the one guiding Dona. Mihala's sin is that despite her preoccupation with traditions and oaths, she has no curiosity. I had all the time to figure out what books I needed to acquire for the Steel Garrote. Then I had Dona
our young novice steal them from the archives for the Steel Garrote. By the way, is that novice still alive? I see. And what of the Steel Garrote? Should I assume they're all dead as well? Me, specifically? No. I only provided them access to material from the living archives. The books and records that the novice brought to them were what revealed the secret. I assume you didn't let the Steel Garrote or the Inquisitor survive their search. And so you brought it back here? Among the Wardens? It doesn't matter how it works. It was not present in the Tusks until your people arrived. Oh, perhaps this is right. Another reason to destroy this place, and so long as the keep stands, my people are trapped here. Our people were nomads for ages until we built the keep. When it falls, we'll be free to explore the world again. I will not watch my people rot here for the sake of a pointless oath. Then my conviction only grows stronger, Envoy. Nandru never wanted what was best for us. He built us a tomb, and do not speak his name to me as if it could mean anything to you. Ha! Finally! Proof she's got a spy. Well, Envoy, now's your chance. Are you good? Or will you let me save my people?
Well, he has a point. But it's not worth letting Solace fall to prove it.
You, of all people.
I'm talking about not destroying our ancestral home just because you don't like Nandru. You're just as blinded by those traditions as Mihala. Have the courage to leave if you want. But don't.
A life for rubble, blood for the prison of old ways. We twine.
Stand down, Kostya. This just isn't your day.
Envoy, I understand that Kostya grates on the nerves, but perhaps we should...
So be it. And you are so close. The entrance to the garden is just beyond this door. I always knew it would come to this.
Look out!
Glad that's all.
It's done. Solace is safe. Thank the gods.
Did the keep look as confining before?
Never thought I'd be so glad to see those blessed walls.
Welcome back to the tower. I'm all ears. I will honor the agreement, as long as they remain peace.
Even if it is all so strange, the thought of peace. I have to.
Closer. We have waited so long.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this. But you left. Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
Amalia and her people took up arms and turned to banditry, and they still weren't allowed to leave. If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now. You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
And that's not all. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet while we've been looking for the garden. Things have only gotten more tense since Fior, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing us any favors on that front.
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in staying dead. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us.
I guess that's why you and Sabadal are due for a heart-to-heart, or whatever you have with a god.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place, but it never felt like more than a children's tale to me.
I hear ya. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans and soul-altering corruption.
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown, a land of mystery.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie. You have such a way with words, Envoy.
I have a theory about the garden, or a warning, depending on how you want to look at it. Sabadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams, their nightmares, their madness.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations, and not even the fun kind.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discovery. So madness is what we need right now. Before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sabadal. Set them loose upon the world. Is that still the plan? You're as unpredictable as ever. Not that I disapprove. Sabadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, and the island has suffered for it. No matter what the Inquisitor said, I don't believe there's a right or wrong choice to make here. Just the one you believe in. Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual in nature, if you can call it nature. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run backwards in the garden.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so you're stuck with me until the end. Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back on my promises. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. I have to see this with my own eyes. Yatsley, if you feel like running back to Quilichi, now would be the time. No one would think less of you.
And tell Quilichi that I missed out on the most exciting part.
Fair weather or foul?
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not. I have to find out what the big deal is.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have a...
Well, let's go then. We can't keep your god waiting.
So, this is it. The spiritual epicenter of the living lands. Where it all began, and where it all ends. For so long, I have looked out on a horizon full of possibilities. Now that it's here, I'm too scared to breathe. Do you remember when Manto Pastor sent you after the heart of an Adragan? That was nothing compared to this. We are standing. And only one chance to get it. My parents were going to build a better world for Animancers. That, you and I have come farther than they did. To an impossible place where anything can happen. I'll try to remember. I don't know what... Well, that... I know of...
Okay, but if something goes bump...
Let me think. Which... Once, after pull, return, so she cared first. Second, she wished to be impervious to a sword blade. Grant. And finally, she wished to know what happens after we die. No one... I heard it as a child. Of course. Once... It's nonsense. Of course. Men... By the... Very what do you... That is... These two, first and second. Life? Who could rest at a time like this? I must admit, I had my doubts about Solace. It was like a dungeon, except you could have helped Kostya destroy the keep, but you left it standing. Why? Thank you for that. Even if Solace isn't going anywhere, I think your arrival was a sign of change. Wherever you go, you break people. Or perhaps wherever that power comes from, whether it's your... But at least you keep things interesting. You too.
Fuck, dude.
Does anyone want to share his... Let me get this straight. What did he say? Any advice? Oh. I should have seen this coming. Never listen to the dead. They're cynic, thankfully. What happened to Nandru? No one is closer to Sapodal than you are. Which means you alone can judge the... Okay. Pleasant dreams. Let me think. Does anyone want... Want to share a scary story?
No. Gods no.
Why not?
Envoy, you're probably here to see how I'm doing, yeah? Well, I'm doing great. I always knew my home would destroy itself from within. I just never thought I'd get a chance to stop it. Right. If you get any more sappy, I'll think you've turned into a tree. But enough of that. You have a lot to do, and I'm right behind you. Right, changing the subject. Pleasant dreams. Envoy, been thinking about Amalia a bit. You convinced her to stay in the Tusks. Not what I would have done, but at least it's resolved. Solace's traditions exist for a reason. It's just not always a good reason. They were. Everything Solace does is based on blind. Right, but Kai would never admit it. Envoy? Blacked out at that Audra in the lava tubes beneath Solace. Right, I actually believe you. This is madness, Envoy. You spoke to the founder of Solace. I bet it was. People in Solace always claim they're speaking the word of none. Doesn't even really matter what he said, if you ask me. Huh. Blessed stay impressive is what that is. What do you need? If I must.
Kai, darling,
Ma'am?
did you move my bedroom?
Yeah. Found your new spot.